information society? That's a difficult question because I didn't know we were in the information society.
Hey everybody, I got Happy Mail and I am so excited to show you guys what it all consists of. So, stay tuned. Okay, so full disclosure, I originally recorded this video to be like a normal video and not a voiceover, but extenuating circumstances has caused me to make this a voiceover. So you'll see my hands randomly gesticulating on the screen. But other than that, I was gifted a package of Filofax products from Filofax. Did I say Filofax? Whatever, Filofax, for my honest review and opinion and to use as I so please. Now, the items that I was gifted included what they call a clipbook notebook, some refills, and their erasable pen with a couple of refills, and also a zipper pouch. So that's what's in the box. But overall, their packaging I really love. It came in this wonderful black, sleek, sophisticated pillow box with the Filofax logo on it, and I think it's actually a really good idea because first of all, it's recyclable. Second of all, the air in the pillow, like, it protects the contents that are inside, even though I just dump them out on the table anyway. But yeah, overall, I like the packaging. It was simple, to the point. I enjoyed it. When you get a Filofax package, you get basically a general thank you note with some information on it, and they try and personalize it with your name on the top. And you also receive a little Filofax booklet catalog information packet that tells you about all their products and their history and things like that. But yeah, so the erasable pen is that gorgeous rose gold pen. We'll get to the accessories, more details about the accessories a bit later. But first, I really wanted to go over the clipbook with you. And I also received a pack of grid paper refills, plain paper refills, and dotted paper refills. And everything is an A5 size. You have a choice between A5 and personal size, and you guys know I am A5 size half letter, hardcore. And then next was the A5 clipbook, and this is their architecture version. They have other versions that they have a Saffiano leather one. They have their spring collection where it's all pastels. But I chose the architecture collection because it is suede. It's a leather suede. And the color I chose was this gray that they call concrete. Now, it came wrapped in the best comparison I can give is if you're a sewer. It feels like thicker interfacing. It comes wrapped in that interfacing feeling cloth. And then you open it and it's wrapped again in this sheath of plastic to protect the leather, the suede. So they do a really good job when it comes to protecting your products in the shipping process. So that's something I really love about, getting this item. You can tell that there's thought and care when shipping their products. It also comes with this little piece of paper on the front. It says clipbook on one side, and on the other side, it's like a gift tag. It says to and from. It's not really cardstock. It's really thin, flimsy little sheet of paper. But if it's something you want to gift, they already got a gift tag for you. And on the back, there is information about the clipbook. The tagline for the clipbook that they use is "Make of me what you fill." So some of the selling points for this notebook is that you have a space for the pen, that little gap in the back around the rings. is supposed to be your space for your pen. You're supposed to be able to pull the cover to open the rings instead of pushing on the binder mechanism itself. And it is supposedly lay flat and be able to fold over in order for you to be able to write comfortably. Now, the way this binder is set up, there's one layer, like one huge layer of the suede. And what they do is that they put they glue the leather to a sheet of plastic for the front and back covers and just lay the leather over each side to make it sturdier. But you can tell how thick the actual leather itself is alone just by looking at the layer that's guarding the ring mechanism. Now, the clipbook retails for $30, that's in US dollars, and it comes with quite a few inserts just straight off the bat. It comes with checklists, grid paper, just plain blank paper, ruled paper, undated monthlies, undated yearlies, and a double-sided page for year at a glance. That's quite a bit of inserts you get for, to include with the binder itself. Now, for how the ring mechanism is working, I've never personally owned a Filofax product, but this is just based off my experience with other planner binders. It's very easy to open. You just hold both sides of the cover and pull it open. Getting that buzzard closed, though, man, like that took some double-handed hand strength to get it closed. So I don't foresee me having any problems with gapping in the future. But man, getting that thing closed was a bit difficult for me. But then again, I probably have the hand strength of a mouse. One of the cool things I discovered is that the plastic that's actually wrapped around the clipbook itself to protect it for shipping, you can actually rip it and use it as like a dashboard. Like it's you just pop it in and out like a dashboard. I thought that was incredibly clever. Like that, I still think that's incredibly clever. It comes with all these inserts plus 2 dashboards, and they're doubling it as safe packaging for your leather binder. Like that's ingenious. I don't know who came up with that idea, but I hope they got a raise or a bonus or something, because that's good thinking. Now the dashboard isn't like super thick, but it's not like 3 milliliter laminated thin. And I think that's a good place if you want to put all your sticky notes on there, maybe add some ephemera or something to make it yours. But, maybe trim the edge so it's not so raggedy. But it's still a good idea. The binder does, in fact, lay flat, and you can fold it over for easy writing. These line sheets, though, are very interesting because they have lines that go all the way across, and then the next line it just stops, and then the other one it goes all the way across and stops. I wonder why they did that. Like, is there a particular reason why? Like, I don't know. I know Filofax is a company from across the pond, so maybe they use ruled sheets differently than I'm familiar with, but I thought that was interesting, at the very least. If you're familiar with these irregular ruled sheets, can you comment below and let me know why they exist? Like, what do you use it for? Because I find that very intriguing. Straight out the bat, it comes with 15 sheets each of the ruled, plain, and grid sheets. It also comes with this 2-year fold out year at a glance, so you get 1 year on one side and 1 year on the other side. You also receive these fold out monthly pages, enough for an entire year. And everything's blank, so you can just circle or highlight the year and put the dates in as needed. Now, Filofax paper clocks in at 80 GSM, which is the American equivalent of 21 pound paper. Usually, if you're printing your own inserts, you either use 28 pound or 32 pound paper. which is about 105 GSM and 120 GSM. The Exceed notebook I reviewed last month is 100 GSM, and that's their heavyweight version. The heavier the paper, the less chance you deal with shadowing, ghosting, or bleed through. Now, after a year's worth of monthlies, it flips straight into your weeklies, and I do mean straight into your weeklies. It's weird, and I'll get into it a bit later. But the weekly layout is horizontal. It's divided into 4 columns. You have one huge long column on one page and 3 smaller columns on the next page. Again, just like the monthlies, they're all undated, so you can circle, highlight whatever the month you're in, and write down your days as you need. There are 12 weeks worth of weeklies that come with the Clipbook. Now, as you can see, like on the left side, there's your monthly, and then it flips straight into like the second page of the weekly. It's just weird. Like, I don't understand why they didn't just make that page blank so you can have a nice transition into the weekly instead of how it's put in there now. Like it's jarring to me. Like, I don't understand why they did that. And when you flip to the end of the weeklies, like it ends with, I guess you get like an extra week, but you don't, like, you get the full horizontal layout of the week, but not the 3 extra columns, because that part's in the beginning. It's weird, and it seems like it's an afterthought, and it bugs me a bit. Like, see, right there, like it's weird. But right after the weeklies, it heads straight into your checklist, and it gives you 5 pages of checklists, which gives you 10 whole sheets of just one long checklist sheet. But let's get to the accessories. One of the things I received was this Clipbook erasable ball pen in this rose gold color. This pen has an all metal body, and it has gel ink, and it's refillable. Despite it being metal, it's not super heavyweight. It's the perfect balance for writing, and you twist it. It's not a clicky pen, it's a twist pen. And the part that erases is right at the tip of the pen as well. It takes a little bit to get it going, but once you do get it going, it goes. The ink that actually comes out of it, it's not black. It's more of like a gray. And so far, there's been no skipping. It's not trying to play hopscotch on the paper. And it erases, but I guess because I write hard, you can still see where I wrote the word. I mean, the ink is gone, but the indentation that me pushing hard on the paper left behind, it's still there. Now, I'm going to try and do a pen test and use some commonly used pens and markers that are really popular in the planner world to see how this paper holds up. I tested 10 things, all pretty common in the planner community. You got your Papermate Flare, your Tombow, your Inkjoy gel pen, your Pentel Inner Gel, your Triple Plus Fine Liner, a Lay Pen Flex, a Mild Liner, a Sharpie pen, and a Fuedo Suki. And this is what it looks like on the back. There is a lot of ghosting, and especially for the markers like the Lay Pen and the Tombow and the Fuedo Suki, not only shadowed, but it bled through. So that is how 80 GSM paper acts with these types of pens, because you can definitely see on the back exactly what I wrote. But I also want you to keep in mind that I push really hard into the paper, but I feel like even if you wrote lightly, it would still show in the back. I'm not even sure how a fountain pen would be able to withstand this paper. Speaking of paper, I'm going to move on to the other accessories. And the first thing I tried was the zipper pouch, the zipper enclosure, because one of the selling points for the clipbook is that they say all their A5 inserts should work inside of the clipbook. And the quality of the zipper pouch is actually really fantastic. It's nice, it's thick, it feels sturdy. I don't feel like the zipper is going to separate at any point. The holes lined up perfectly with the clipbook itself, and it zips really smoothly, open, close. You can put your clipbook erasable pen and its refills in there. And it closes and nothing comes out. But when you close it, it sticks out of the clipbook. So I'm thinking when they say inserts, they mean like the actual like paper inserts and not any of their like insertable accessories like the zip pouch, because that's a good 1/4 inch over the edge. Like I tried it in the front and I'm like, well, maybe it works better, in the back, because in the back it's further in. So I tried it in the front and obviously it hung over, so I decided to try in the back to see if that's a better placement for it, and that was no bueno as well. That it hung over no matter what. I don't know. I tried to make it work. I really did try and make it work, but yeah, that's all I got. Filofax also carries dividers in their lineup, and I would express purchasing with caution because I don't have those to show you whether or not those would lay pretty much like the zipper pouch does, and you'd have extra hanging over the edge of the clipbook. Now, one of the biggest selling points for the clipbook is that it has a what they call flexible capacity. It expands when you add more pages and it shrinks down when you have less pages. So what I did was that I took all the refills that came with this package and I just shoved them all in there to see what the ring capacity was. So altogether, when the clipbook comes, it has around 76 pages, and that's including the foldovers. So I'm counting the foldover pages of the monthlies and the yearlies as 2 pages. And I received about 80 pages of refills to put in here as well. So adding all those pages together, I ended up with about 156 pages total inside of this clipbook. And you see, it gets pretty thick. And I'm also posting a picture here for comparison purposes so you can see what it looks like without all of the extra inserts. Because if you've seen any of my previous videos and if you looked at my catch-all, you noticed that I like my planners thick, like with a triple C. I like all the pages and all the inserts inside of my planners. Even for regular notebooks, I like notebooks with lots and lots and lots of extra pages so I can use them as I see fit. As you can see, even with all these pages, they still flip relatively smoothly on the rings. But one of the things I did notice while I was flipping through the pages was that my white dotted paper, it's actually labeled white dotted paper, is actually cream. So I don't know if this is like an accident, like they accidentally put cream in there, or if that is considered white, but it completely threw me off because all the other pages are actually white and this one's cream. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's still paper, but just thought I'd throw that out there because this is a review after all. And that's everything that's in the box. So final thoughts. The binder itself, I absolutely love it. I think it's very well made and very good quality, and I don't foresee any problems with the rings. As for their accessories, their pen is great. It does exactly what it says it does. It feels great. It looks great. Their refills, I just wish for as high quality as their binders are and what they're known for with their binders, that they would allow their accessories to grow up to meet those same standards. Put it on some heavier paper, maybe add a smidge more variety, and I believe that their inserts would be just as great as their binders. Alright, you guys know the drill by now, right? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so you can see more of my videos. Thank you so much for joining me for this really long review. Until next time, bye!